Sego friends, and welcome back. September 26th through the 30th was named Orange Shirt Week this year, with September 30th being the National Day for Truth and Reconciliation, Orange Shirt Day, and if you were tuning into your radio stations, a day to listen. During that week, I made the decision to challenge myself to do something every day towards listening and honoring and reflecting the voices of survivors, their families, and the little ones who didn't make it home from residential school. And I worked to carry on those legacies, to honor their experiences by engaging in ReconciliACTION. Then that kind of sparked the idea or the notion of making short videos for this channel, sharing with you, and in those videos we'll share with you what I'm doing, and hopefully these videos become a template for you, that you can just extract the information that I'm sharing and the pieces and the tidbits and bring it into your work environment, your home environment, your social life environment, and start engaging in conversation with the people you know towards ReconciliACTION. So the first piece I want to share with you today, I think, is something really deeply important for various reasons, and that is land acknowledgements. So I have a guide here that I just downloaded from the ONTech University. It's a guide to acknowledging traditional territories. Land acknowledgements are really important for us to engage in, and there's a number of reasons why. I'm just going to share a quick snippet as to why. I don't want to go into too much because I really want to leave this for you to download, for you to read, and for you to ponder and reflect on land acknowledgements themselves. But before I do this, two things I want to mention. This land acknowledgement is done in collaboration with the ONTech University and the Mississaugas of Scugog Island First Nation. Up here, they actually have a copy of their statement. It's public information. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. They leave this for you as a guide and to use the information publicly so that you can create your own land acknowledgements. A quick snippet I just want to share is just this first little piece to kind of give you a bit of a flavor of what it looks like. And it reads, and I'm going to paraphrase it for myself. I, Michelle, acknowledge the lands and peoples of the Mississaugas of Scugog Island First Nation. I am thankful to be welcome onto these lands in friendship. The lands I'm situated on are covered under the Williams Treaty and the traditional territories of the Mississauga, who are a branch of the Greater Anishinaabe Nation, which includes the Algonquin, the Ojibwe, the Odawa, and the Potawatomi. These lands remain home to a number of Indigenous nations and peoples. Land acknowledgements are really important for several reasons. Again, I'm not going to go into too many, but very briefly, they help us to understand and show respect, acknowledgement, gratitude, and recognizing the territories and the peoples who lived on this land, who took care of, who were stewards of, who were guardians of the land before we got here, and who remain guardians and stewards and take care of the lands today. Land acknowledgements are also really important because as part of the reconciliation process, they also create an allyship. So as I've said in other videos, and you may have heard last week as well, reconciliation is not an Indigenous thing. It is a thing for all of us. It is a guide. It is a purpose for all Canadians to work at and move into on a regular basis. So creating that allyship between all of us and moving together in a good way, creating a better and a more beautiful life for all of us in this country. I think it's really important when we do land acknowledgements to be mindful of two really important things. Why are we doing them in the first place? What are we doing them for? And what do they mean to you? When you're crafting a land acknowledgement, we want to be careful that we reduce the risk that they just become a checklist item. Land acknowledgement done, check. That's not what they're for. The guide, again, the information is here. I don't want to go into too much of it, but really ask yourself those two important questions before you work on a land acknowledgement. If you already do them, if you're in their work environment, if they're in your home environment, that is beautiful and fantastic. Post below, how do you honor land acknowledgements already in your life? If you don't, this little video might be a great little guide for you to start thinking about and pondering them. Bring them into your work and life. Start talking to your colleagues about them. And a great place to start, if you don't know where, is craft a land acknowledgement and add it to your email signature in your work environment. And share with others what it means to you and why you've done it. Niao yo, and thanks for tuning in today. And may you go in a good and beautiful way.